Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5. I just got back from the gun show, got a newish gun to show you. Do you recognize this box? Well, you shouldn't because I never got this box before. But the gun is somewhat familiar. And the gun is the Beretta Cheetah. I've had the Beretta Cheetah before, and this is the 85 BB. I had the 84, and I really wish this was the 84, but this is the 85 BB. What's the difference? Magazine capacity. This is a 8+1. The 84 Cheetah was a 12-round double stack, and that's the only downside to this particular gun. The sights are not as good as my original Cheetah. My original Cheetah was a newly made one. This one's somewhat vintage. And, well, let's safety check it. It is safe. Nothing bad can happen. Yes, I love the way this disassembles. No tools. Has a magazine disconnect, so magazine has to be in there to drop the hammer or to shoot it. But even though it does have a magazine disconnect, this magazine release is recessed in where you're not going to accidentally drop it in a bad situation. But I'm really excited about this gun. I traded my Smith & Wesson 686 327 Magnum for this, because when it came down to it, the Smith & Wesson was just too difficult to conceal carry on a regular basis. Now, I did carry it on a regular basis, but that just meant that I had to wear the same 3 shorts every time I wanted to go out in public and carry the Smith & Wesson. And even with these same 3 shorts that are relatively long enough to conceal it, if I leaned forward or if I sat down or whatever, it showed, my gun showed. So I had to be super self-conscious about how I leaned over and where I sat in orientation to other people and stuff. And it was just very difficult to conceal carry. It is possible. I did it on a pretty regular basis, especially during the winter time. It's easy to conceal carry. But just in the summer, wanting to carry wear a more wide variety of shorts, I just need something that was a little bit more practical to carry, so this is what I got, and I'm excited to shoot it. And the cool thing is, I had ammo at home for it. I didn't have to go out and buy ammo for it. I have my self-defense ammo, the Extreme Defender. Even when I got home, I realized I had a holster for it. This is a Galco holster, a leather holster. I love leather holsters, and in fact, I got a 1791 K-frame revolver holster that I need to do something with because I no longer have a gun for it. But I had a leather holster for it. But I wanted an inside the waistband holster. So what did I do? I went to my local Academy Sports and Outdoors, bought me a tack grip. And this one kind of fits. It's a little bit wiggly, but it covers the trigger guard for the most part. I could probably clothespin it right there, and it'll be perfect. But I bought this because I love this holster. I've had this holster before with my Walther, and the cool thing about it is if you're out about town and you'll carry concealed and you decide you want to go into a 51% location, or you want to go into a government building, or the particular store that you want to go inside doesn't allow carry, it's just as easy to remove this whole tile system, put it under your seat, and go into that 51% or government building. With this, you take the gun out, put it under your car seat, you still have the holster on you, and it's just like, well, that's kind of not cool to carry the holster without the gun. So I really love these holsters. Love both of these holsters. But anyways, let me slow down. There's some bad news, though. I went to the gun show, and they had a SIG Scorpion in Battleship Gray, and I wanted it so bad. But if the only way I could afford it is if I sold all of the guns I had on me, or traded all my guns on me for it, or if I sold my William Henry that I had on me in one of my guns, and I just couldn't pull it off. I couldn't get that CZ Scorpion, and it was the exact color that I wanted, and I was like, I want it, but I can't get it right now, and they're hard to find. Anywho, I did get this, and I was actually also looking at CZ75 compacts, or a CZ75 compact, which would have been a direct competitor with this, with the added benefit of being 9mm parabellum. So I looked at the CZ75 compact, and I pressed the magazine release button, and that magazine flew out like it's supposed to, but the CZ magazine stopped right there. Let me show you something. The magazine is in an upward cant, and it just shoots that magazine out. I mean, so when you need to do a mag change on the Cheetah, it's gonna reliably shoot that magazine out when it's empty. The 75 compact, stopped right there, and then you had to either shake it out or strip it out by hand, and I didn't want that. And I don't think that's an issue that all CZ75s have. I think it was just that particular one. But I think I'm going to be happy with this. I'm going to take you to the shooting range with me to shoot this for the first time and see how well I shoot it. And by the way, I was pretty accurate with that Smith & Wesson. Probably not going to be that accurate with this compared to the Smith & Wesson. But I'm excited to start carrying this. I have 2 holsters for it. I got 1 box of 4 metal jackets, and I got some self-defense ammo. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm back on Beretta. Some people like Italian cars. Some people like Italian leather. I like Italian guns. So that's it. I'm a Saucy 5, and I'm out.